Okay, gadget peeps, today we're going to take a look at the Durobo or Duroboo, I'm not really sure how you say it, Moody. What the heck is that? Well, it's this little guy right here. See if I can get it out of the box. It is a remote control for the Durobo Krono ebook reader. I did a review of this and I have a video on my channel here. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to take a look. But it's a e-ink e-reader device where you can install apps from the Play Store like playbooks, and you can read books with it, or you can use their own app to read. And when you're reading, you can flip the pages like this. Whoops, what did I do here? You can tap to flip pages like that. You can use the volume buttons, or you could use this little guy, the Moody. So what it is this little teeny remote. It charges with USB-C, and on the back is a little power button, and we have a lanyard hole right there, and we have two buttons with little faces on them. Can you see that? You might not be able to see it because my ring light up there is causing a glare, but you can see the little smiley faces. Looks like a little cat face. Well, that lets you customize it. And there are even more little faces there that you can add. So you could take off one of these. Let's see how easy that is. Oh, they're magnetic. Okay, cool. Now see, just this little magnetic tile. Let me try to turn it the right direction so you can see it. You see the little face? I'm trying to keep it out of the glare, but that's kind of like impossible. So let's put this one. You see it? There you go. Maybe you can see it right there. It just pops right on. It's held in place with a magnet. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what else comes with it real quick. Looks like the only other thing that comes with it is a little warranty card and quick start guide. Okay, so let's move all this out of the way. And to use it, we need to go into the settings, go into Bluetooth. All right, so we got Bluetooth. We're going to turn it on. So it's on the device, and it's seeing a bunch of available things here that are in my home. And now I'm going to turn this on with this little switch right here. And I don't know if you can see, but a light just came on, a little blue light. And then you're supposed to hold these buttons down for a few seconds to get it to be blinking. And then we can look here. Let's do a refresh. Oh, there we go. Duroboo Moody. It's pairing and pair. And now we are paired. Ready to find your vibe. Give the top button a tap to say hi, okay? All right, well, I did that. I'm not sure what that's supposed to do. All right, so it's connected. Let's look at the settings. You can rename it. It's an input device, allow access to contacts and call history. I don't know why I would want that. So let's just go ahead and go into a book. All right, let's turn a page. Okay. Yep, I'm turning pages. So why would you want this, you're asking? Well, say it's winter. Okay, say it's wintertime. You are cozying up under the blankets on the couch, reading your favorite book. This is what book is this? This is a Frida McFadden, The Gift. Okay, say you're reading this book. You got your hands underneath the blankets. You do not want to take them out to turn the pages. So you just put this little thing under the covers with you and you can turn pages. So yeah, I mean, you could use it for that. And it's supposed to also let you play and pause music. Let's see, do I have any? I don't have any music. What could I use to get music? Let me download Spotify. Well, I don't know if that would let me play without having to log in, but let me try it. Spotify. Let's install it really quickly. That was fast. Okay, let's open it. All right, start listening. Oh, okay, and let's stop it. Okay, it's supposed to stop it. It's not stopping it. Okay. Okay, I'm seeing that it's just changing my volume. Can you see that on the right side, that little bar? Okay, I think I need to read the directions because it is not doing what I'm expecting it to do. Let's go back to a browser and go to Google. Let's just go any old place here. Whoops. So it's not letting me scroll. Let's see what the quick start guide says. Okay. Okay. All right. So you have to switch modes in order to do different things. So you got a reading mode. So the upper button functions as the volume plus, the lower button, the volume minus. So that's kind of what this can do internally. You can use the volume buttons. So it's mapping these to the volume buttons so that you can use them to change pages. But if you want it to be in multimedia mode to start a track, okay, wait a minute. If you want to go in the multimedia mode, the upper button will go to the previous track and the lower button will go to the next track. And then there's a browsing mode that lets you use it to scroll. So in order to change the modes, you have to press and hold the upper and lower buttons for 5 seconds. Let's hold that down. I'm waiting for it to flash green. There it went. I don't know if you could see that. Okay, so now let's try this again. Yep, it's going to the next track. Yep, and if I go backwards, yep. Okay, so that's working. Okay, so let's go to the next mode. Let's hold it down for 5 seconds. Okay, stop playing, Elton. All right, let's go back to here. So now I should be in the browsing mode. So let's go to apps. Let's go to a browser. Let's go home. What can we search for here? Here's Durobo's site. Okay, so, and it's got the Moody on there. So let's try scrolling down. And it's working. And scroll back up. Yep, there you go. Okay, and now let's go back to the reading mode by holding these buttons down for 5 seconds, waiting for it to flash green. There we go. And now we can go back to reading. Let's make sure that it also works with playbooks. And let's see here. Let's try going to the next page. Yep. You can see the page animation there. So it works with playbooks, and it also works with Duroboo's or Durobo's, whatever it is, built-in reader. All right, there you go. That is the Durobo Moody remote control. It's cute. I'm not really sure about the point of changing the little faces. I mean, yeah, it's cute, you know, but whatever. If you don't even like those, if you think they're too cutesy, you could actually remove them and just click like this, and it is changing pages. But, you know, we can be cute. There's nothing wrong with being cute. It occurred to me that I should try the Moody with devices other than the Chrono. So that's what I did. I wanted to see first if it would work with the Kobo Libre Color eBook reader. So I turned it on, and I then paired it with the Bluetooth that is on this device. Let's wait for it to come on. I'll show you. I'll show all the steps so you can believe me when I show you what it can do. All right, so then if I go into Bluetooth and the Bluetooth settings, all right, it has the Moody right there. So I'm going to turn this on, and whoops, I actually had it on, so it must have timed out. Okay, so it's turned on, and I'm going to click on it and have it. It says it's saved. Okay, so I think it's connected right now. So now I'm going to get out of the settings. I'm going to go into a book. There we go. All right, so I'm in a book. And now I'm going to try going up and down a page, and nothing is happening. So I'm going to make sure I'm in the right mode, and I'm going to go ahead and switch modes. All right, it blinked. And then I'm going to try it again. Up, down. Okay, wait a minute. Let's go like this, because, okay, up, down, nothing's happening. I'm going to switch modes to the third mode, because I don't really know what mode I'm on right now. Okay, it switched again. Up, down, nothing's happening. All right, so it does not work. The Moody does not work with a Kobo ebook reader. So let me turn that off. Okay, that's powered off. Then I tried it with my iPhone. So let's go. I'm in the Bluetooth settings of my iPhone. It sees the Moody. I'm going to connect. It wants to know if I want to pair with the Moody. I say sure. Okay, so now we are connected on my iPhone 16 Pro Max. So then I'm going to go out, and I'm going to press button to see what it does. Nothing is happening. I'm going to go, I'm not sure what mood I'm in. I'm not sure what mode I'm in. That's the one bad thing about this. You don't know what mode you're in. So I'm going to go into a book. Let's go into a book here. Let me go back some pages. All right, I'm in a book with the Google Play Books, and I'm going to try going up and down. Nothing happens. So now I'm going to switch to a different mode. Okay, it blinked. Let's try this again. Up, down, okay. Now, you'll notice when I press up and down, see this? It's changing the volume, but it's not going back and forth between pages. So on an iPhone, when you pair this, you can use it to change volume, but it can also do something else. So let's go out of here. Let's go into Apple Music. And let's try I'm going to go into Apple Music, and right now I'm going to switch to the next mode, which is the multimedia mode. Let's play a song.
So I had made.
And that is letting me flip between songs. So it's letting me go to the next track and back a track, okay? So the multimedia function works. So now let's go to the browsing or scrolling. Waiting for it to turn. Okay. So now let's go into a page here. All right. We're on the gadget here. All right, let's see if it'll let me scroll. Nope, it does not let me scroll. Okay, I forgot I wanted to also go into Spotify. Let's go into Spotify. All right. And let's go back to the multimedia feature function mode, whatever you want to call it. Right now we're in the page up, page down. So it's changing my volume. So that's the reading mode. See, you can see that right there. So that means the next mode will be the multimedia mode. So let's do that. Okay. All right. So now in Spotify, it lets me go forward a track. See, I'm skipping tracks, but does not let me go backwards, just forwards. So let's recap. Okay, on a Kobo reader, it doesn't work at all. So on an iPhone, it will let you change volume when you're in the reading mode. In multimedia mode, it will let you, in Apple Music, go back and forth tracks. In Spotify, it only lets you go forward tracks, and the browsing mode will not let you scroll. Stop. Disconnect. Okay, so that's what it does on an iPhone, right? Okay, let's unpair that. And Bluetooth settings, let's forget this device. Forget it. All right, so now let's go with an Android device because the Durobo Krono is an Android device, right? So let's use a OnePlus 15. And let's go into Bluetooth. And there is the Durobo Moody. Let's click on it. It's connected. I love Android because it tells you how much battery life is left on this. And by the way, one charge of this should last you for a few weeks. So that's great to know. All right, so now I don't remember what mode that we were in. So let's see here. That's not, oh, okay. Okay, we're in music mode. So let's try. Okay, it's letting me go back tracks and it's letting me go forward tracks. So that works. Okay, so now let's change this to the next mode, which would be browsing mode. Okay, this thing is still playing. Stop. Stop. Okay, let's just kill that app. All right, so now let's go into playbooks. Let's go into, it's a really good book, guys. Andy Weir's Artemis. If you haven't read it, I love it. Okay, I just finished it. Let's try scrolling through pages. Okay, I must not be I'm in browsing mode. Hold on a second. Let's go. I'm sorry. Let's go in here. We're on a web page, and you can see it's letting me scroll down, and it's letting me scroll up. So browsing mode works in Chrome on Android. So now let's switch back to reading mode so I can show you that it will let me flip pages. There we go. All right, so let's go into the playbooks again. And let me get this so you can see. And I am flipping back and forth between pages. So with an Android device, all the modes work. So that's cool to know. So you could buy this and use it as a page turner, media control, scrolling device for your Android phone or tablet. So I just wanted to let you know that that was the case. It's kind of a cool little gadget. I'm not really that impressed with the little goofy buttons. I would rather them just have regular buttons, you know, because it's like, who cares about that? I'm not a teenager. I don't care about the little buttons. But otherwise, it works. It works pretty well with Android. Works not that great with an iPhone. You probably wouldn't buy it for an iPhone at all. And you would definitely not buy it for a Kobo ebook reader. But you would buy it for an Android device and the Kobo or the Krono from Durobo. If this review was helpful to you, let me know by giving me a thumbs up, leaving me a comment, let me know what you think about it. Would you use something like this? I think it's handy, like I said, for those times when you just want to keep your book reader someplace else other than in your hand. Maybe your hand gets tired. Maybe you have problems with your thumb. You can see my thumb has a problem with this joint. So sometimes I don't want to hold it. So you could set it someplace and then you can just use this to turn the pages. All right, hope you enjoyed this review. Let me know. And as always, I hope you have a great day.